Hello, my name is the Rev'd Dr. Grayhame Bowcott, and I'm the coordinator of the Licentiate in Theology program at Huron University. Last month, we launched a brand new course of study that was specifically designed for parish administrators and lay leaders. We've called it our Parish Administration Certificate, and it consists of 3 courses. The first course was hosted last month by the Venerable Tanya Phibbs and covered the basics of parish administration, called Parish Admin 101. This month, on March 27th, I will be teaching the second course, which is focused on Congregational Growth and Evangelism. And next month, we're very lucky to have the Reverend Canon Dr. Don Davis teaching a course on spiritual leadership in the church. I just wanted to share a little bit of a teaser today with what's going to be taking place on March 27th in our Congregational Growth and Evangelism course. Why are we studying the potential to grow in new relationships, and how might this be meaningful and applicable in our ministries? What I'm going to invite all of the students to do before they join us on that Saturday for the course is to go back in their parish records, if possible. And if you're a warden or a parish administrator, what you'd be looking for would be your vestry returns that we submit to the diocese every year. Likewise, for the students joining us in the Diocese of Ontario or the Diocese of the Yukon, check with your wardens, or if you're a warden, you may have access to these files. Check out your parish returns between the years 2010 and 2020. And what I'm going to invite you to do is look at the average Sunday attendance. And if you can get copies of that, please make a little note of it. What is your average Sunday attendance between the years 2010 and 2020? And we're going to use this as our starting conversation to do a little bit of a report card as to the numeric health of our congregations at this stage. And then we're going to explore the motivation behind fostering new relationships through the power of Jesus Christ. And to give you a little bit of a teaser of the course, I wanted to share 3 books that I think would be fantastic resources, not as mandatory reading, but as supplemental reading for class together on the 27th. The first book is entitled The Gospel for the Person Who Has Everything. And it's written by a Methodist bishop by the name of Will Willimon. This little book is a book that Will Willimon wrote at the very beginning of his academic career as he was a new priest, exploring how the power of the gospel often falls on deaf ears for people who seem to be having a relatively good life. So if you'd like to explore the themes of evangelism or connecting with the story of Jesus Christ to people who are doing pretty well in their lives, this might be the book of interest for you. The second book that I highly recommend is called Why Would Anyone Go to Church? And it's written by Kevin Matkins. Kevin is a church planter that has been ministering in the Hamilton area for a number of years. He's got a fantastic sense of humor, but more important than that, he's a gifted leader when it comes to fostering new relationships in the life of the church. Now, I would say that Kevin's church is very unlike most Anglican churches, but I think that that's good news for us, because in the way that he's been reaching out with creative new ideas to gather in those who are craving the gospel in their lives, I think that this book is filled with lessons learned, both difficult ones and blessings that we can take and incorporate into our own ministry and practice. To shout out to Kevin for his amazing work with Eucharist Church in Hamilton. And the last book that I highly recommend as an optional reading for this course, I've got my copy on ebook, so I'll have to show up a piece of paper here. This is a book that was written by someone who's mentored me in my study of Congregational Growth and Evangelism, Dr. John Bowen. And this is a book that he wrote a number of years back, but it's entitled Evangelism for Normal People. This book is a fantastic guide to start the conversation on how Anglicans can explore new ways of reaching out to others with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And it puts to rest a number of the arguments that evangelism always comes with a sense of condemnation, or evangelism is only for certain types of Christians. John is someone who has been a natural evangelist his entire life. He's been a gifted preacher and teacher, and he has so much wisdom to share with us in this book. So those are 3 books that I invite you to explore before taking the course, and hopefully they will supplement our material afterwards. I am really looking forward to visiting together with you on the 27th. I'm very hopeful about where our church is growing, and I'd like to share some of my personal research with you on that day. Blessings in your ministry, and we really look forward to seeing you on the 27th. Bye for now.